Thank you so much for tuning in. Alan Ryan here, and today we're going to talk about 5 lessons from one of the most important books I've read in the past year, Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. And that brings us to lesson number 5, which is the psychology of automation. Tim Ferriss interviews his friend Ramit Sethi, and they discuss the psychology of automation and the psychology of investing. The total number of decisions that we have that lead up to an investing decision usually makes us all do the same thing, which is nothing at all. Anytime that you have too many decisions in the mix, we're oftentimes more likely to put it off or delay it sometime into the future. So the idea is to automate everything. And I discovered this on my own in college by automating my bills. So I pay them all at the beginning of the month every month. In automating the system of investing, I'm much more successful. And that's what they discuss in this article. Call all of your bill carriers and schedule them all on the same day. Most of the time you can schedule them on the first of every month. Also automate your paycheck as well. So every time you get paid, it directly invests that money into your 401k, into your Roth IRA, into all of your savings accounts so that you can automatically pay those bills. So some tools that are helpful in this automation system are Mint, Google Calendar, and then actually calling all of your companies that you're paying bills and scheduling them on the same day. And that brings us to lesson number 4, which is generate 20 ideas. We've all had writer's block where you want to come up with great ideas and maybe you can only come up with 5 great ideas. The theory behind this is you actually are looking for bad ideas because for every maybe 10 bad ideas, you might have 1 good idea. So really, you're just trying to harvest the number of bad ideas you have so that occasionally you'll have that 1 good idea. So anything that pops into your mind when you're trying to generate ideas, go ahead and write them down. And then later you can sift through the bad ideas and only look for those good ideas. But this allows us to remove the barrier of entry for coming up with creative ideas. And it allows us to flex our idea muscle. So next time that we're trying to be innovative, it allows us to expand our horizons. And lesson number 3 is Evernote as a database. So Evernote has optical search recognition, meaning anything that you send to Evernote that's an image, it will actually distill all those text words in that image so it's searchable later, which is an incredibly powerful process. If you've taken screenshots or articles of things that you really like, you just send it to Evernote, it will actually capture all the words within the article and you can search it later. So people like Tim Ferriss discuss how you basically can't live without it anymore. All this information that you found valuable in your past, you can later on search and find keywords to go back and revisit those principles that you thought were so important the first time around. And this really allows you to become more successful and proficient with the information that you're trying to instill in whatever you're working on. You can send loads of stuff and now you basically have your own mega powered search engine at your own fingertips. And lesson number 2 is most of us live like monks. You see, thousands of years ago, there were these 2 monks that decided they wanted to travel the world and see all the exotic lands. But the problem was they already devoted their lives to being monks and they could not break their devotion and leave the monastery. So they decided each year they would say, okay, the following winter we'll go travel and see the world. And that following winter would come up and then they would have to delay it another year and so on and so forth. And they went on like this for 50 some years, never having left and never having broke their promises as monks. And you see a lot of us live like monks, but we actually never took the devotion. So all the things that we want to accomplish in life, all the places we want to visit, all the things that we want to do, we keep putting it off. And similar to the monks where they kept putting everything off so they wouldn't break their devotion, we have no devotion, but we have put off everything we'd like to accomplish in life. So the idea here is to gain the vagabonding spirit, which is to break all constructs you have in your life and be able to do and accomplish the things that you want to do. Just go ahead and do it. And that brings us to lesson number 1, which is the canvas strategy. The canvas strategy is helping yourself by helping others. It's about fighting that subservience feeling within yourself and accepting it and becoming the expert at the things that no one else wants to do. So generate ideas and become a large asset to your boss and to others around you so that they depend on you entirely and eventually they will push you to the top. By clearing out the inefficiencies of the system, you become the most important cog in the wheel And just like a canvas shapes a painting, you will shape and move the direction of others around you, of your work team. So it's about leaning into the ideas of the inefficiencies of the system and becoming the expert and the one that no one can live without. That's the canvas strategy. If you've already read The Tools of Titans, please share with me in the comments below what were your favorite lessons from that book. Or what do you think of the 5 lessons that I came up with? Please like the video if you liked it, and thank you so much. Have a great day.